So let me tell you the story. It's an amazing story. I hope you guys like it. But okay, let's start. So the name of the story is dokkaebi 방망이. In English, it would be dokkaebi's magical wand, or you can also think as a dokkaebi's bat. So, a kind guy, or a 김서방, got lost in the mountain and tried to find a place to sleep for a night as it was getting too dark to go back down. So the kind 김서방 did find a house and just fall asleep there. He got too tired after roaming around the mountain for nearly a day, so yes, I understand that he fell asleep. But after a moment, the 김서방 had to wake up because of the loud noise that is happening near him. When he opened his eyes, he kind of got confused. He saw the dokkaebis that are having a party together in the house that he literally just fell asleep. So he got scared by the fact that the dokkaebis might be angry when they find out that he sneaked into their house. But isn't it same for humans? Like, you went to work, you come back, and then you see a random guy sleeping in your house. Of course everyone will get mad at that. So, see, it's not the dokkaebi's fault that we get mad. Who knows if he was just trying to rob things there? But anyways, yes, he did get scared and he was trying to find a way to sneak out of their house. But unfortunately, he couldn't because there was too many dokkaebis that are having party together. So he stayed quiet. He was in the corner, being quiet, trying to stay as quiet as possible. But however, by looking at the party of the dokkaebis, it had such a good food, amazing music, and yes, there might be some dokkaebis dancing. I'm not gonna say if we're good at it. It really depends. But anyways, the 김서방 got hungry. By looking at the food, I think everyone will get hungry. So he decided to eat a hazelnut that he had it in his pocket. So when a 김서방 bite that hazelnut, the sound was extremely loud. And because of the sound, the 김서방 thought that the dokkaebis will now come and find him. However, the dokkaebis mistaken the sound as a thunder. See, it's an old house, so we can mistake things. Like even nowadays, we just hear something and then we're like, is it this or that? So it kind of worked the same on the dokkaebis. So the dokkaebis kind of got scared after thinking that the sky or the god of the sky was mad at us for partying too loud. Kind of makes sense, right? The dokkaebis ran away with leaving everything behind, including the dokkaebi 방망이. See, the dokkaebi 방망이 is the thing that allows us to make some magical stuff happen. For example, 금 나와라 뚝딱. That's one of the magic spells that dokkaebis use to summon gold. So we can make gold out of the spell and the dokkaebi 방망이. So, the 김서방 grabbed the dokkaebi 방망이 and went back home. Since the dokkaebis left, he was able to just go back home without any threat. Such a lucky guy. When 김서방 saw the magical power that he could use, he eventually became rich. He tried using the same command, the same magic spell with the dokkaebi 방망이, and yes, it works for humans. Unfortunately, it does. So, anyways, he was a poor guy, but after he took the dokkaebi 방망이, he became rich. So if you're poor and get rich in a day or two, then even nowadays, you are going to be famous. But back then, of course you're going to be famous about that. So the story of the kind 김서방 spread very fast, and eventually the bad 김서방 also heard that what happened to the kind 김서방. the fact that he got very rich after he spent a day in a mountain just spread so fast. So the bad Kim Sabang went to the kind Kim Sabang and asked how he was able to get so rich in a short amount of time. And because the kind Kim Sabang was so nice to every people, without hesitation, the kind one told the entire story that happened to him. How he found a house and by biting on the acorn, every dokkaebi just ran away and leaving everything behind. So after listening to that story, the bad Kim Sabang went up to the mountain and found the same house that the kind Kim Sabang stayed for the night. So he waited outside of the house and waited for the dokkaebis to gather and start a party. When the dokkaebis started partying, the bad Kim Sabang barged in, opened the door, like slamming the door, and he told the dokkaebis that if the dokkaebis don't leave their dokkaebi pangmangis behind, a thunder will strike them. Man, even if dokkaebis do like tricking people and do get tricked easily, we're not that dumb. The dokkaebis did not believe. So, because the dokkaebis did not believe, the bad Kim Sabang took out an acorn and bite on it as strong as he could. And of course, yes, the sound was loud. However, the dokkaebis saw that he was biting an acorn. So now, we no longer believe in him. We thought that he was the same guy that stole our dokkaebi pangmangi last time. As I told you guys, we have hard time distinguishing people. It's just hard for us, does not work. So, the dokkaebis tied the bad Kim Sabang and we beat him up. Actually, it all happened because of how the bad Kim Sabang got so greedy and wanted to get rich. So, this story tells us that you should not be greedy when it comes to something that does not originally belong to you. Don't be greedy and try the best with the ones that you already have. That is actually the entire thing of the story. Hope you guys enjoyed it, because that's all